Hello everyone, this is AJ Bernita from the Research Center of English. Today we are going to see about audio journalism. Can you guess anything from audio journalism? Yes, you would have guessed rightly. It is writing for the radio. Audio journalism simply means writing for the ear. That means you have to write the way you talk. That is, it should be in a conversational mode. Your readers or your listeners have to understand what you are telling in the manner they want to hear. And for that, you have to rely on the information that you have get. And teaching your audience what you believe is more important. That is, you should not say anything that is false, and you should have to know to write concisely and clearly. Then you have to deliver it smoothly. So these are some of the tips for writing for the year. It should be in a conversational style, like we are talking to our friend. As we talk to our friend, we convey our information directly, clearly, precisely. Same way you have to talk to your audience. So it should be the convergence of written and spoken word. Of course, written language is different from the spoken language, but in audio journalism, you have to combine both the things. The first tip is you have to write short sentences. That is SVO pattern. Subject, verb, object pattern is very easy to understand for any type of listener. The next one is show and tell. And now we are going to see about the benefits of audio journalism. It increases the potential of learning and understanding for the audience. And audio journalism is not only used only in radio, but even in television or in any kind of e-content or in any kind of learning apps. We use this audio journalism. So it increases the potential of learning and understanding for the audience. And here dual coding occurs. That is, we have two codings. One is video and the narration by the anchor. For example, this e-content that is being made is also a kind of audio journalism, because here you are seeing the video, that is the slides, and you have the narration by the anchor, that is me. So in this we have three types of things. First one, you can have a video, or you can have over the shoulder graphic, or you can have full screen graphic. When you are using video, the visual should relate with the audio of the news. Like what I am saying should relate with the slides. Later, it associates the audio with the images in the mind. For example, after you have finished watching the content, you will have the images in your mind, and you will also have the information that I have taught in your mind. Word and picture overlap. This is used primarily in all kinds of content, okay, not only in radio journalism, but also in sometimes it is used in the news, regular news features on televisions also. For this, you need to first research about the pictures and the audio, and both are very important. Redundancy, that is repetition, should not be present. And next one you have to take care of is the semantic overlap. Semantic means the meaning and coherence of the audio news. So the video should be matching with the audio and vice versa. And next one, you should not make too much of picture as well as word overlap. It will spoil the whole story. You should have a perfect balance. That is, if you have 50% of audio, if you can have 20% of picture and 25% of picture and 25% of graphics and something else also. So you need to have a perfect balance. If no words match the video, audience can interpret from the video and vice versa. So why do we use picture? We use picture because the audience can interpret through the video. Okay, so you can have that also. Know what footage and report is there. So before recording your audio or making your audio journalism, you have to know what footage you have and what is the report you have. You have to check whether it's semantically correct and whether it is correct with the pictures, whether it is overlapping correct, and then you have to use it. Only audio is called as a sound bite. That is, you will have only the voiceover but you don't have any pictures. And in this, the story copy should explain the person talking. That is, when you will have your story, that is, you will have the article in your hand, you will just have to present it to the audience through the audio. Radio journalism, it is the original form of broadcast journalism. Before the invention of television, we had only audio. Before the invention of television, we had only audio, and so we have only the audio journalism. And in this, the audio version of print news and the recorded audio are used. So now we move on to what should be relied on. That is, you should rely on, or your audience, you should rely on the wraparound. Wraparound means the pictures as well as your video story. Package. Package is in the sense the audio, the video, the visuals, the words together. So what is the role of the reader here? The reader or the announcer reads the story in straightforward way on air. That is, when you might have listened to the radio news as well as the FM news. There, the announcer or the reader will be just reading from the script. They will just read from the script straightly, and it will be in the air. It is the easiest way to pass the news, and it is the shortest story, and it should always run between 15 to 20 seconds because the audience will not be interested to listen to it more than that. Next one is wraparound. The wraparound uses the reporter's copy to introduce a soundbite, then additional copy to augment the source. That is, you will have two copies here. One is the reporter's copy, which is plain news story, okay, and it will be just used to introduce the soundbite. That is what the soundbite is going about, like an introduction to the announcer, okay. And then you will have the additional copy to augment the source. The additional copy will have all the details about the news. So in this, the anchor reads the story and play real audio and continues reading, okay. So in this, you will have maximum of 2 sound bites, and it will be like a sandwich. That is, you will have 2 or more announcers or readers, and each one will be giving different things. For example, you might have seen in any kind of MCs, you will have 2 announcers there. One will introduce one, and the next one will come forward and introduce another. So they will take turns. So like that, here also you will have 2 sound bites, 2 reporters being reading, and it will be like a sandwich, and it will be read on live. And this will run about 40 to 45 seconds. That is, a single news story will be just 40 to 45 seconds. The next one is the package. Package is the long form of audio news. That is, whenever we are just giving a sound bite, the people won't be they won't be able to listen to it properly. But if you have it as a package, that is, you will have audio, video, visuals as well as words, okay. So when you have it like that, they will be able to grasp very easily. So it is self-contained, ready to give, wrapped gift. It is like a gift. When you open it, you will know what it is. Reporters produce own packages, okay. So it's not the duty of any other graphic reporter. No one else is involved in that. Just the reporter will give the own packages. So you will have 2 sound bites. There will be 1 or 2 sources like you have in the wraparound. And here the introduction is given by the anchor. That is, the anchor reads on air, and sometimes a sound bite is also introduced. Sometimes they will be on live, that is, they will be shown in the video, or sometimes they will be at the back, and it will be no longer than 15 seconds. And the total run time of the package news is 60 to 90 seconds. That is 1 hour 1.5 minutes. Now we are going to see how to present a soundbite. A soundbite is introduced by the person speaking with the name and the title. Okay, so first you have to introduce the person who is going to present the soundbite. Then you have to provide a hint as what the listener is going to hear. So you need to tell about what the subject is going to be. Okay, what are you going to tell in the soundbite? The next one, don't use the words from the source. This is more important because we should not have any kind of redundancy, that is repetition. So you should not use the word from the source, otherwise you have to find some other words. First, you have to write a good intro. Don't parrot the intro. That is, for each and every soundbite, you need to have a different introduction. You should not cut, copy, paste the same introduction just by replacing the names. Don't be lazy to give intro. So, don't be lazy to give an intro about the people who is going to talk. Soundbite must be 15 seconds only, as we have already seen. Sometimes you can quote the words from the source to add flavor. That is, you can quote the words alone. Sometimes they may be telling any kind of unique word that is very unique to the particular news. Okay, so that can be said. Now we are going to the presentation of soundbite. So you need to use glossy and colorful language because they are listening. You don't have any kind of visual to describe what is going to be said. So you need to have glossy and colorful. Next, you have to choose a soundbite of good audio quality, clear voice, which is free from the background noise. Okay, so before leaving the scene, give a brief playback. Okay, so when we are listening just only to the audio, we tend to have distractions. So it should have good audio quality, it should have a clear voice, you should not have any background voice which will distract the audience. And before ending the soundbite, you have to give a brief playback, that is a quick summary. Record everything that is said. Okay, so you should not say that this is not important, like that. You should not go for any retakes. You have to record everything and then you can edit it. So next one is the use of natural sound. Use of natural sound in the sense where you are from where you are telling the or giving the sound bite. So inclusion of natural sound provide oral context to the listener. When we are giving a video, we will have the scenery, we will have the scenic beauty, the background of it and everything. So the people will know what context we are speaking. So in audio, we need to have some natural sound. It should not overlap, it should not go very higher, but you need to have a little bit of it so that the audience can or the listeners can guess from where you are speaking. Add value to the depth of the piece and variety. So this natural sound will add value. It will give a kind of variance in the other sound bites. It serves actuality. As you have the natural sound there, it will show you from where you are speaking and it will tell the actual place. For example, if you have bird chirping sound, you can easily guess that it's from a garden or from any other forest scenario. It gives the story added dimension, like clopping, whose sound. Okay, so if you have the whose sound, if you have some kind of sounds with the kind of motorbikes or something like that, then you will know they are near the traffic. So it gives an added dimension also. It gives, and you should also use clear and recognizable sounds. Okay, you should not have the sound more distant and it will be very feeble to the listener to decipher. So you need to have clear and recognizable sounds. Now we are moving on to types of audio slideshows. These audio slideshows are simplest slideshows. That is, they have pictures to illustrate the audio. For example, you may have a picture of a parrot and then you can just give different types of parrot and then you can just describe its beak, its appearance and so on. Next one, the good slideshows. The good slideshows have visuals and audio complementing each other. Here you will have like a video. Okay, so it will have like a moving picture with the pictures and then you will have the audio also being complementing each other. there are two styles. One is like the news report, and the other one is like using the archives stills. News reporters combining the reporter acting as narrator with the soundbite. Okay, that is, here you will have the reporter introducing, and here he or she will be the narrator also. And next one, it relies on the voice of the subjects to draw attention. Okay, so you need to choose a good person, okay, a good news reporter to draw the attention. Archive stills can combine with music, words, and have as a package. So the next style is having the archive stills. Okay, for archive stills, in the sense, the pictures that have already been taken. Okay, so it simply you can download, or simply you can take from the archives and you can combine it with music, words, and have it like a package. Now we are moving on to the steps. The number one is gather news, stills, and audio. So first you have to collect the news, then you have to collect the stills and the audio. Choose the audio. So choosing the audio is very difficult. Interview the subject and request them to be natural. That is, you have to you have to interview the subjects. If you want some kind of interviews to be there, you can have them, and if you want someone else to say about something, you can have them also. Choose the places where you need to use your voice. Okay, so where the reporter or the narrator should give their voice. Choose actuality or wild track. That is, whether you want to speak from the actual place or you want to have some other music. Choose stills. So you have to establish the shot of the place, that is, the venue from where you are speaking. Have good shots of the subject, like going for business. Suppose you are talking about some person, okay, then you have to. So first, if you are going to talk about any person, then you have to shoot them like going for business. And then illustrative shots of things spoken about can be shot. That is, illustrative shots, in the sense, they may describe about some process or something like that. So the diagrams can also be shot. And make photos coherent. Okay, the photos should be made coherent. And sort audio, stills, and recording. That is, you have to choose which audio, which stills, or which recording you are going to choose. Editing an audio slideshow. Start with the title and an establishing shot. That is, you need to have a title for your show, then you have to have the scene, and then allow time to seep it in the audience minds. You should not be making it too long or short also. You need to give some seconds, a few seconds, for them to keep in their mind from where you are speaking. Then next one is pacing. That is, giving appropriate speed for appropriate pictures. For example, if the person is going to speak about the parrot's beak for 2 minutes, then you need to have different pictures, not the same picture, until that is being finished. Next one, gently move the images and audio forward or backward. Okay, so after that you can adjust the audio, like moving forward or backward. Give clues for the next images. Sometimes when it is like a conversational mode, you can give some clues for what can be expected next. Have logic in audio and images. When you are constructing a new story, you need to have coherence. So you need to have logic in audio and images. You should not use any inappropriate audio and inappropriate pictures. Review all the stills and audio. So before making it publishing it, you have to review the stills and audio, join them together. Okay, next one, don't be monotonous. That is, have images of different shots. Okay, you should not have the same picture. Apply transitions, in the sense, in the PPTs you might have seen, the pictures will come in different manners. Okay, in a horizontal manner, in a vertical manner, like that you will have transitions. Can use that, but it should not overdo it. Okay, you should not have too many of them. Next, you can also have zoom in, zoom out. Okay, you have all these options in any kind of video making software. So you can zoom in, zoom out, pan, give colors for old photos, or make the present photos like old photo. Like that, you can give some kind of things. And the audio must be, so you can video. So like that, you have many applications. You can use any of these editing packages. So this is all about audio journalism. So now you might have understand what is a slideshow, how you have to present a soundbite, and so on. So now it's your time to give the audio slideshows. Okay, so you can present slideshows and you can make it more effective in the journalistic field. Thank you.